That's why league-wide scoring is on the rise, and I would expect we're going to see a bucket or two put forth tonight, Kevin.
No doubt. Now here's Brown. Tatum passes to Walker. Kicks it to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC, 5 first-round picks, and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that one drops.
And the pick and roll so effective when the ball's in Walker's hands. You can count on him to make the right read almost every time.
And the dunk by James. Greg, when he gets going, he has been hard to stop, hasn't he? Junior taking home another Player of the Week award.
And not the first time Junior has been unstoppable. He looked in control every time he took the floor. Great effort and a well-deserved award.
And Boston has possession after the Clippers pick up 2. Over in the corner, Brown. No good from outside.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Shots good by Walker.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks, and he's going to make you pay.
Now here's James. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Down low, here's Leonard. Harrell trying to free himself up. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by James.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
There's the pass to Tice. And stolen by James. And James throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now here's Tatum. The kick out to Walker. Tatum trying to break free. Tice, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Walker against James. Shots good by Walker.
And he knows what his bread and butter is. Walker embraces the mid-range at a time when not a whole lot of players are featuring that in their game.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
George against Brown. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Thus far, they haven't gotten the ball inside at all.
Tatum, no good. James, the pass to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Here's Walker. And the rejection by James. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Walker with a clean look.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 11-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise. Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Walker. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Walker in the post, working on James. Really left alone that time. He's got 15.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And the dunk by James.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 15. To the middle, here's Tatum. Tice trying to break free. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the Celtics with possession here. They trail by 11. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
George with the bucket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Walker. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kicks it out to James. Morris dishes to James. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. That's 12 points for Junior.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who Boston, they have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That's good from Tice.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
They've got Junior. Harrell is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
A terrific athlete at that wing with good bounce. Tatum, fun to watch.
Los Angeles leading by 11. James, the pass to Harrell. That's tipped. A second chance effort. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Harrell's got his first 2 points.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Hayward outside. Shoots over Leonard. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Harrell finds James. They get a hand on it, stolen by Walker. Hayward against Leonard. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hayward. Finished off the break.
The long legs of Hayward really coming into play off these fast break chances. Hard to keep pace with a guy that big and athletic.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. Here's Walker. He's got 15.
And now they've chosen the full court man-to-man.
Brown outside. Beyond the arc. Hayward can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
A huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
James dishes to George. And James throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Celtics trail by 11.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And here's Walker outside. That one doesn't drop. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free. And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Harrell doesn't go for him.
He's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Celtics trail by 13. Tatum kicks to Walker. A three-pointer is right on target. Walker's got 18 points.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And James gets it to go.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Celtics have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. James against Walker. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And few get hotter than Kemba, one of the top scorers in this league, and that's why he's a franchise player.
And they double up James. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Harrell with it. Tice is there. And it's good for 2. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Brown against George. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And the Clippers call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Clippers leading by 8. Kicks it out to Leonard over Hayward. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Walker. Count it. Good. Walker's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Smart's checked in for Boston. The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw good, James. Celtics trail by 11. Walker dishes to Tatum. Now Tice. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Harrell, and it's Williams in for Morris. Celtics also with a sub. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Williams. Back to Smart. Shot clock at 6.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
George finds James. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The kick out to Williams. Back to James. Leonard, no luck. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. 11-point game. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Portis, he's checked in for Paul George. Boston also with the sub. Poirier's checked in. They double-team Walker. A nice shot by Poirier. Poirier's got 4 points this quarter.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
To the inside, here's James. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. That's 28 points for Junior.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Smart kicks to Williams. Back to Smart. And James pulls it down. Clippers leading by 13. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. That one goes in.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Inside, here's James, and taken away by Brown. Walker in the corner. Takes the 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Here's Smart. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Brown, right side. Here's Williams. That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
And James with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics trail by 12. Walker with it. He's picked up by James. Brown the pass to Walker. Williams scanning the floor. 4 on the clock.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And James throws it down.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Walker's got 32 points in the game. The drive by James. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And the dunk by James.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
To the wing on the left. From deep, Walker. Rebound by the Clippers. James has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 6 assists now in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Walker in the post. James covering. Clippers leading by 16. And James throws it down hard.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Hayward looking over the floor. Brown dishes to Walker. Shot to stop the run. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
L.A. has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. George passes to James. He kicks it to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
James with it, now defended by Hayward, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Walker.
Substitution for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker.
Here's James, and he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 43 points.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Wanamaker. James covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from Tatum. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Wanamaker. James covering. They could use a bucket. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
A terrific shooter with the range and confidence required to be successful. Tatum loves to let it rip. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And stolen by James. Pass to Harrell. Back to James. Kicks to Harrell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Offensive rebound. Feeds to James. Morris passes to James. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got 49 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. And Los Angeles with some change. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the third. Count it. 51 points for Junior.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Walker finds Brown. Zubats against Williams. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Trains the three-pointer. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Boston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Smart passes to Tatum. He dishes it to Walker. Over James. 6 on the shot clock. Nice shot by Smart.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up. The Clippers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
James. Taking 2 shots.
And James drills them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And it's Walker penetrating. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, for his size, Walker is no stranger to physical play. He's aggressive on the move. He can catch the D off guard and get himself to the line.
Kemba Walker hits them both. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Walker. Makes it off the glass. Walker's got 41.
And it's always stood out to me how under control Walker is on his drives. He doesn't just have a nice burst. He's got incredible body control. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Just 3 on the clock, and good. He got the English that time as it falls. Walker's got 11 in the second half. And so it's Los Angeles in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Junior's out there with Williams, and it's Zubats in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
And James throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Walker. Here's Williams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle. A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt, has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Smart. Good D by James. Clippers leading by 23. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And they double up James. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But, Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game. Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
James kicks to Leonard and stolen by Tatum. Smart passes to Walker. And the 3 off target. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Pass to Leonard. Over in the corner, Williams. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
Smart passes to Williams. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And that one falls for...
You really wouldn't know what size he is because Patrick Beverley gives you toughness at that point guard position, and he's physical.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.